Okay, so it's just a lot to type. So I found this like old passage in a book that I flipped to like a random page, and I think I told you about it a while ago. But in this like Adventures of Tartary old book, I flipped right to a page where this man is describing this encounter that he had that was really confusing to him. And basically, he was on a boat, and he was in Lyon in France, and this boat was going the opposite direction. And the boat that was going in the opposite direction, all these people were yelling, I'm lost, I'm lost. And he was looking at them like, what do you mean? And they were looking at him like, aren't you going to get in the water and save us? And so he jumps in the water to go see like what they're yelling about. And once he does this, he's feeling kind of lost himself, and he sees this vision of a lady floating on the water crying out his name in a sad kind of voice. And then he felt really confused, really disoriented. So he swims to underneath this bridge. Well, people are like in the water now, and kind of pulling at him and stuff. And then this one man basically saves him from drowning and puts him on this raft of like twigs, and he's floating down the river. And further down he gets another group of people mistook him for like a thing of goods. That was because he was kind of like boxed in this weird thing, and they pull him out of the water and save him, and he's all confused. And so after that happened, he goes on to study abroad, like Greece and Latin and all these different languages too. And someone mentioned in the comments, it almost sounds like the exploration that Jesus did. And I was like, ooh, that's interesting. But so that was the first instance. And that happened in Lyon, France. And I took it as an actual mermaid account because that's exactly what it sounds like. Then he also wrote in that book that he escaped a dragon also in France. So I'm like, same man, two accounts of mythical creatures in the same area, Lyon, France. So then last night I posted something about this other post, and basically it's in Lyon, Spain. But the area that she's referring to is between Spain and France. And that area between Spain and France are called the Basque people. And the Basque people, and how she came across this, was the first blue-eyed man was discovered in Lyon, Spain. And he was like Rh negative. He was either O negative or A negative, but they also have a lot of O's and A's around that area as well, positives. But the Basque people, where this first blue-eyed relative was found that's known in the world, like it's all our relative, like whoever has blue eyes or like lighter features, lighter eyes. This guy, he was in the Basque area, and she looks up the Basque people, and the Basque people believe that they are ancestors of Atlantis, like that they're the ancient people of Atlantis. Like that's literally what they believe. I'm like, So I'm like, two Lyons, one in Spain, one in France. The area between the both is Basque, and those are the people that believe they're of Atlantis ancestry. So the mermaid account around France would make sense. The dragon account still didn't make sense, but kind of did. And so I did further research, and I'm looking yesterday, and sorry, this is kind of long. I'm looking yesterday at some light language that I was looking to transcribe into in a Coptic translator, because that's the oldest known language. So I put my light language in as Coptic, and I translated it to English, and I got all these crazy messages. And the one is talking about the Canaanites from the tribe of Chinaran in the midst of Ora. So I'm like, Ora is a place. Ora is a place, Orra. And I'm like, I wonder what that is. Well, upon looking between the distance of these two Leons, the one in Spain, where the blue-eyed man was discovered, and then the one in France, where the other guy had a mermaid encounter. It's kind of far apart, but that's like the Basque region. And right smack dab in the middle, I see a river. And right at the bottom of that river, I see a place called Andorra. Andorra. Aura. And I'm like, I wonder if this is the aura that my light language was trying to tell me about. And so it's a whole thing. I'm researching Andorra. And Andorra, I looked up, does it have a river? Because it looked like a river, and it does. And it's the Gran Valeria. The Gran Valeria. And I'm like, why does Valeria sound so familiar? And I'm like, oh my God. The Valyrians from the Game of Thrones show are the dragon people. They're the ones with the dragon blood that reawaken the dragon species, and the dragons come back. And I'm like, this is interesting, right? So I'm looking up Valyria from Game of Thrones after I made that connection. And that would make sense for his dragon connection in France because it's right in the same area. Then I connected something else. And so you know how they're called Tartarians? And you know how Hitler was looking for the Aryans? And wasn't he obsessed with blue eyes? So maybe that was like the nickname he was going under was like Aryans, but he was really looking for the Tartarians, the ones with the dragon connections to the Stargates and to the other realms. And because in that game of Game of Thrones, like you can literally just transmit to like teleport to other realms, other worlds. And I bet people that have those DNA or memory or something are the ones with the access to the Stargates because they're literally portals themselves. They hold the dragon bloodlines, like to the dragon ley lines, they're the ones activating everything. Yeah, Telos is survivors of Lemuria. You're right. I forgot about that. And I feel like Atlantis and Lemuria are like twin flames. Like because I got that connection yesterday. Like they're we all know they're, connected, but it's something more than that. Like you can transport between the two. There's something there. Wasn't he obsessed with twins too? Like they did a lot of experiments on twins. And the scientists, like, under Hitler, like, they also dyed people's eyes blue, and I don't know why they did that. I don't know if it was to, like, see if that would do anything, if that was their way in, through the guise of, like, dyeing their eyes blue, people's eyes blue, just to see if that would activate anything, or if that was just something else. But there's something there with the light-colored eyes. There's something there with the dragon lineages. The steps that I made those, I guess, connections in that Tartarian, Aryan one I was trying to figure out for like the last 4 days, and that just came through now. Okay, so that one lady, she connected that New India, which was a part of India, that's what America used to be. Was New India, Nuevo India, which means New India. And the Aryans were Indians. And so I always wondered, like, what's up with that? Yeah, somehow it's all connected. Because then, Abraham Lincoln came in and killed all the Indians, which was something that I sent you this morning, because they want to take over the land. America is connected to something. America's in and of itself is like I swear, like there's stargates here. Yeah, because we were talking about that. And it must connect to France somehow. There you could shift between the two somehow. maybe. Okay. Well, basically, in the show, like when I was researching this Valyria, which is in Game of Thrones, those are the dragon people with the dragon bloodlines, which also in the show have blue eyes. They have lighter hair and blue eyes. So there's something with the blue eyes, the green eyes, like the lighter eyes. So, but I definitely do think the light features, like the light eyes, is definitely the dragon blood lineage, according to the show. But the show is literally telling us facts. Like, I'm telling you, like, I know it sounds crazy, but everything that I've found out so far has come to be true in some way, shape, or form. And that's how they're hiding it in plain sight. Like, they don't want us to believe that it's real, so they'll call it fiction. But that's how they're still saying the truth, even though they're not coming out and saying it, you know?